Welcome to really an impromptu event here, Ethan. It is a Pro Wrestling Truth presents the G1 Climax prediction show. I am Mike. The runner of the Pro Wrestling Truth is Ethan. He is to my left. And guys, thanks for being here. Ethan, anything you wanted to discuss before we jump straight in? I mean, we have a huge opening weekend for the New Japan Pro Wrestling G1 Climax 32. Anything you wanted to touch base before we dive into these matches?
I'm happy to be here. Pro wrestling's alive. Fuck anybody who says it ain't. Let's get into this shit, brother.
Sweet. So before we dive into, and we're only doing the actual matches, right? Like the
The
G1,
tournament
like the
matches.
tournament matches. Before we dive into that, did want to discuss an undercard match. You have Tom Lawler taking on Kosei Fujita. Fujita's only 20. He's a young lion. And he made it to the second round of the New Japan Cup before losing to Yoshihashi. That's, I think, your opener of night one. Should be a really, really great match. Tom Lawler makes anybody look good. And Fujita hopefully shows some fire and beats the shit out of each other. That'd be awesome. How do you feel about that one?
Yeah. Oh man, I'm loving it. I wasn't even gonna talk about the undercard on this, but then I started scanning through and noticed they gave Tom this extra singles match, which is just sick. And another thing to throw out there, Royce Isaacs is coming over to Japan to work the undercard of this whole tour, which I thought was pretty cool that they're bringing, even though he's not in the G1, he's still getting to go over there and work for New Japan proper, as opposed to just Strong and seconding Tom Lawler. I mean, that's gonna be great, great shit for him.
For sure. With that said, let's dive straight in. Our opening tournament match on night one will be Hiroshi Tanahashi taking on Aaron Hanare of the United Empire. UE is going to look to get off to a hot start here with Hanare, but I just don't see the ace allowing that to happen. I will go Tanahashi here. Ethan, how do you feel about this one?
Tanahashi's gonna win this. I mean, there's some matches in this tournament that are gonna be hard to predict, but I don't think there's any guessing about this one. And something to mention early on is a lot of times you'll see a lot of upsets in the G1 you wouldn't normally see, but I don't think this is anywhere near being one of those surprise moments for Aaron Hanare.
I do have one penciled in, by the way. I
Ri-
have
uh,
it. I have an
okay,
upset down the road. Yeah,
interesting.
Ethan, what's our next contest that we have?
Oh, buddy. We got an upset here. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It's Will Ospreay versus El Phantasmo, two people that I don't like, but two people who they can move their bodies around in some interesting motions that everyone loves. So we're gonna have a fun time here. I'll either love this or hate it. I will say, in 2018 or 19, they had a match in the Best of the Super Juniors that I did enjoy. My tastes were different at the time, so that could be why. But it was really good. I went like 4.5 on it, and Phantasmo actually beat Osprey. They're 3-3 against one another, so really I could see them going either way. But and I don't even know if you could consider this an upset, but this is as close to an upset as I'm gonna predict on these first two nights. So I think El Phantasmo, it's his first G1, first time out of the junior heavyweight division. You can't have him come in here and just eat a loss to another. Will Ospreay's a former junior, so it's not going to hurt Will Ospreay to lose to an up and coming junior. It's like Will Ospreay losing to himself almost. It's not going to hurt him. I think you have to give. I don't give a fuck about El Phantasmo, but if they're going with this, they need to fucking go with it and have him beat Ospreay here. What do you think, Michael?
Uh, Bullet Club's biggest fucking dork, El Phantasmo.
Wow.
Um, and not the newest dork. That's reserved for Mr. Ace Austin himself. He should take a loss here, man. I want to see him get hidden blade so hard that his head pops off. I hope
Wow.
that Osprey wins this. I think he's gonna have a huge push throughout this tournament. I do see Colby in the chat here. Said hello,
I just
pals.
dr- I just dropped a high in there for her.
Hey, Colby. Appreciate you guys stopping in. Also, if you have any predictions yourself or want to discuss a match with us, pop it in the chat. We'll discuss it.
Drop it,
Um,
Casey. I know you're out there. Drop it
oh
in.
Lord. Our next match. Now, I just sound like a hater here, dude. The way that this is gonna fall. Sonata versus Jay White. My first note is yes, Sonata, the more exciting of the former IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, and that's more of a dig on Evil than
Mm.
it is praising boring ass Sonata. Switchblade runs away with this. It shouldn't even be close.
100%. Sonata. I mean, if you listened to our old podcast up and over, I'm sure you heard me bitch about a lot of particular wrestlers. And Sonata was one. I didn't lay into him like I laid into some, but I just think Sonata is mid, and that's okay because you got to have some mid boys here. And Jay White, I'm gonna make this prediction right now. Jay White, 0 losses. I'm just gonna say it. I was gonna say maybe 1 loss, but I think Jay White cleans his block out. Does he win the tournament? I don't know, but there's nobody in his block that is worth them having them beat him. Like Ishii, I'd like that, but why? Why? You don't need that. Jay, he's back. He's the champ. He needs to clean the fucking block, and if he
Oh no. Ethan has frozen.
am I back?
Now you are. There you are, bud.
Okay, see, you froze for me.
Oh,
That's weird.
Lord, I almost lost him.
But no, yes. Jay White's gonna clean house, and it's starting with Sonata, buddy. I know you just got back from injury. I'm glad you're back, but you're losing here, and that leads us to the main event
Of
of
night
tonight. Yes. By the way, this goes live at 4 a.m. Eastern time. I'm assuming most of you are probably on Eastern time. And this is the main event this morning, tonight, however you want to look at it. It's Kazuchika Okada versus Jeff Cobb. And this one,
This
Jeff
is the
Cobb's
one you were
one-
telling me about. This is
Jeff
the one that you said it's a
Cobb's-
genuine toss-up for you.
yeah, he's 1-3 against Okada. So he's beat Okada in September of last year, which is recent, but he's still 1-3. But he's a tag team guy right now. I don't think they want to have him. Okada's singles dude. He just lost the title. I don't see them having Cobb get a moment here or anything. I think we'll have a great match, possibly the best match these two have had. I wasn't a fan of their first couple matches. I mean, it was okay. I wasn't through the roof. But with Okada, you kind of always expect something monumental, and sometimes you're let down because he likes to meander around sometimes. But I have this feeling that Mike has a big, bold prediction he'd like to throw out in the air. So rather than talking too much more, I'm gonna let the honky speak.
You're right. Firstly, this should be a blast. And you're right. Jeff Cobb has been set in his ways with Great O'Khan as United Empire's kind of big tag team. No disrespect to Aussie Open there, but they've kind of been the guys. They've run away with this the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team titles. Like, that's been their thing. But it's about time for him to show that he still whoops ass as a single star. I think this is probably your upset of the weekend. I think you do see Jeff Cobb pick up a win against Kazuchika Okada. I think it would be awesome.
That's a bold one, bud.
It is.
I mean, I'm for it. I think the match will be awesome, and I think, even though it's just us talking, adding some sort of unpredictability to something that seems predictable for me. I mean, hey, fuck it, man. Let's go back and forth and throw some bombs, bud.
Yeah, the only reason that I wouldn't is that I don't see Jeff Cobb winning, and it's such a corny thing. But typically, your winner of your main event sends the fans home happy after doing talking to the fans. I just think that's an Okada thing, but dude, I hope that we get a banger, and I hope that we do see Jeff Cobb pick up a win here. I wouldn't be stunned either way this goes. And that jumps us into night 2, which is Sunday morning, 1 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time. Our opening tournament match is Tomohiro Ishii taking on Taichi. Stone Pitbull forever. My only question here is, does Taichi even try to sing during his entrance? For fuck's sake. Ethan, what you got?
I was looking forward to this one. I'm the only Tai Chi defender of our friend group, I think. If there's anybody out there in the chat that also defends Tai Chi, I'd love for you to hop in and join my team, because I think he should be defended.
And Taichi, if you're in the chat, defend yourself.
Tai Chi, I love you, buddy. I hope you're there, man. I hope you're talking into that microphone, and I hope we can't hear you. But this match, Ishii and Taichi, they're so similar to me in the way they work in these G1s. Ishii gets a lot of big matches all year round, but Taichi's one of those guys who really gets to show out in these G1s, and it's what turned me from what Mike is, a Tai Chi hater, into a Tai Chi appreciator, not lover. I'm not a mark. I appreciate Tai Chi, and I do love Tai Chi, but I'm an appreciator of Tai Chi. I'm not a fan of Tai Chi, but I
Mm.
appreciate Tai Chi. Um, Ishii's 2-1 against him. This is a match. It's not like it's some big thing of who's going to win, because really it doesn't fucking matter, because neither one of these guys is winning this tournament. But when you really look at it, it's like, who do they want to put over here? I'm gonna go with Ishii just because he has been coming abroad, and working AEW some. And he's beaten Tai Chi twice, which makes me think, they could just even it up and it wouldn't hurt Ishii. But at the same time, Tai Chi's not gonna fucking gain that much at this point from fucking beating Ishii, especially considering he's not going. There's no way this dude's even making it to the semis. Why even do that? I'd love to see Ishii as a dark horse in the semifinals of this tournament. So fucking go with him, man. So my pick's the Stone Pitbull. I'm right with you, Michael.
Here's the
And
thing. Before we jump in, Casey did say start the tournament off with a bang. Cobb goes over. Everyone goes home sad. Fingers crossed, baby.
fair
Also,
enough.
also, the only thing I will say I appreciate Mr.
Oh
Tai Chi
God,
for
I'm worried about where this goes. Come on, bud.
Taka Tai Chi Mania, baby. Let's fucking go.
Oh, okay. Bet. Me and Mike took a deep dive down the Taka Tai Chi Mania
Oh,
train. And hey, guys, if you're watching this and you have not seen fucking the main event from May of Taka Tai Chi Mania, which saw fucking
2.5. Ugh.
it was a fucking mess. El Desperado and Jun Kasai in the same ring is just hell. Hanma's in there. This was a mess. Go watch it. Anyways, back to our tournament. So on a Sunday morning, because here's the thing, guys, I can't stay up tonight and watch night one. But you bet your ass, I'm off on Sundays. I'm going to be up tomorrow night watching night two with Mike and a couple other people probably. Casey might hop in there if he's fucking feeling it. But I'm going to be up on a Sunday morning. I'm going to be watching Toru Yano versus Jonah. Ain't that something spiritual, bud? So Yano has beaten Okada. Yano has beaten John Moxley in the G1. So what can you really fucking rule out for the guy? Well, I'm going to tell you what you can rule out, and that's him beating Jonah on Sunday morning, because it's not happening. Jonah's first time in New Japan proper. Not that that should be an excuse for everyone that I bring up that's experiencing their first time in New Japan proper and not just strong, but Jonah's a big, hefty guy. He throws his fucking weight around. New Japan likes him. You can tell they love him. Why shouldn't they love him? The New Japan faithful are going to love him. Jonah wins, and I think he goes on a tear that might be stronger than we may even expect, to be honest. I could see them. I don't know if he'd make the semis, but I think he'll pick up a good couple wins, maybe some surprises. And to me, this isn't a surprise, but hey, admittedly, it's a big win. Yano has big wins under his belt. He's a fucking staple star over there. It might be a lot of jokes and ass play and shit, and turnbuckle pads. But
Lack
takes the
of
win.
turnbuckle pads, truly.
Are you with me, Mike? Are
So
you on Team Yano for this
before
one?
I get there, I almost read his shoot name here, but Casey said going to get drunk and shout at y'all. So I guess he is in. If he bails,
Okay.
well, fuck Casey forever. That's where I'm at right now.
We're gonna go on a tangent on Twitter, fucking
Oh,
calling his
that's it,
ass
dude.
out. Is what we
That's
gonna
it.
do.
You're done for. I'll tweet it. Never mind. I'll tell you that one off stream. It was about Brian Pillman Jr. You'll get what I get.
Whoa!
Yeah,
All
you'll
right, we
get what
gotta
I
go.
get. Here's the thing. You said you think Jonah goes on a tear. You think that he beats Toriano. I sure as shit hope he doesn't, buddy. I don't care a single bit about big old Jonah. I have no
Really?
care in the
Okay.
world. You know who I do have a care about?
Not that I
Tor-
care, but
Toru Yano, who fucking shows up every G1 and picks up really random wins.
that's fair enough, man. That's
Why
fair
do I
enough.
feel
And
like
then remember now, these are predictions, not what I want. I
That's
don't
fair.
want Jonah to win. I would love for Yano to fucking run the goddamn table and make it to the semifinals.
Stop. Stop
But
that? That's
he's
not
got
realistic.
he's got more personality than half the field, Michael. Come
That's
on.
fair. That's absolutely fair.
Go ahead though with your sentiment. I'm sorry.
My sentiment is this: Yano has big wins. I hope that he beats Jonah. Carney bullshit forever.
CBF rock.
CBF. Let's go. Our next match is an ass beater, and that is Zack Sabre Jr. taking on Kenta. I don't give a shit who wins this. I just hope they beat the piss out of each other. I'm gonna go ZSJ on a win here, though. I
Okay.
wouldn't. I wouldn't expect Kenta to pick up a win here. I mean, Zach
Okay.
has had a huge run over the past calendar year, and I expect him to continue that.
So for me, these next two matches, this one and the other one, are probably the two hardest for me to pick. Kenta's just came back from injury. Um, I haven't been able to fully decipher off the few matches he's had back what shape he's fully in. I mean, we all know he's not the Kenta of old, anyways. And then him and Tanahashi decided they wanted to have a goddamn fucking fuck fest over at Wrestle Kingdom in that ladder match and about killed both of them.
Still haven't watched
Um,
it.
are you serious? Oh my
Yeah, dude,
goodness. I
still
mean,
haven't
it's
caught it.
something you got to watch it. It's something to behold. But yeah, so Kenta got hurt there and he just came back. With that in mind, it makes you think, Kenta does need something to establish him back, but at the same time, I want Zack Sabre Jr. to go far. And considering the fact that Kenta is 3-1 against Zack, so he's beaten him 3 times, only lost to him once. And one of those matches, including that's not in just New Japan. One of those wins was in 2011 in Noah, but I felt like it was worth mentioning.
Yeah,
Um, I think Zack Sabre Jr. has to win. He just lost to Claudio. I think building Zack back up has a more longevity than building. You don't have to build Kenta anymore. Everybody knows Kenta and respects Kenta, and they respect Zack too. But I think you're going to get more out of Zack in this tournament than
yep,
Kenta. So I
yep.
think Zack all the way. And so that leads us to our main event of
Before
night
we get there,
two. Oh, you got
Kate
more?
Casey said that we all win with
Oh,
that
my
last
bad.
match. We all win with ZSJ Kenta, and then Chase jumped in the chat said, "What's up, dudes? I appreciate you
Chase, are
guys
you gonna
stopping
be
in."
Chase, are you gonna be with us on Discord tomorrow night? Let us know in the chat. I would love to see you there. Anyways, Michael,
Go ahead.
are you prepared for me to move into this main event we got tomorrow?
I am
So,
ready, willing, and able.
and Gable.
I wasn't gonna say it. Chase did
Yikes.
say
Okay,
he will be there with us as well.
let's fucking go. Okay, so the main event of night two, Shingo Takagi and Juice Robinson. Now, this I will admit, outside of Okada Cobb, this is the only match in these opening 2 nights that made me say, Um, these two have faced once before in 2019 in the G1, and Juice Robinson beat Shingo in 2019 in the G1. The only other time these two have ever locked up was in a tag team match a few months later, where Juice and Finley beat Shingo and Bushi.
Mm.
So initially, I had picked Juice to win this because Juice is the newest member of Bullet Club, and you can tell. And whether we have good opinions on Juice or not, I'm kind of in the middle. There was a time where I thought he was a hell of a promo and good, fine babyface worker when he had this U.S. title reign and stuff. And now I'm kind of just like, whatever. It just seems a little top for me. Doesn't really have as much substance as I thought, but he definitely has the charisma to fit this role they're giving him at Bullet Club right now.
Mm.
And I still can't believe we saw his ass getting in the skybox or in the little area over there at fucking Forbidden Door.
So
Just weird
just
shit.
chilling.
Um, but it seems like they really want to go with him, and they've always liked him. He's been there a while, so this is very hard. We went live. I told Mike there was a match that I was gonna literally decide my prediction live, and I'm
Uh,
fucking
man,
taking a long time to get here because I'm still torn on what I really think's gonna happen. My heart always wants Shingo to win. Shingo's better than everybody on this roster, in my humble opinion. But Juice makes sense. But does it? Shingo's never beat Juice in New Japan, and I don't see any reason should have Shingo have some sort of inability to beat Juice. So I think Shingo Takagi wins, and if needed another reason for why I think so, the home happy thing. If Cobb was to beat Okada, you do Shingo beating Juice here to send the crowd home happy because everybody loves Shingo. So I'm gonna
mm.
go with Shingo, Mike. What do you think?
um, dude, I hope it's Shingo's time. I really do, but it's Bullet Club, man. And
Now
Bullet
that's
Club
see
do Bullet Club things, you know?
that's the going to be the thread of this tournament to watch is how much bullshit are we going to get considering you've got Kenta, Fale, Chase Owens, Yuji Hiro fucking Takahashi. What the fuck is he doing in this? You have a 28 man field. The largest field, 4 blocks. The largest field, and God knows when. I can't even remember. I'm not looking for stats right now. Not to interrupt you, Mike. But
You're good.
why Chase Owens? Why Takahashi? I don't get it. And I'm worried about that, so I'm glad you brought it up.
Yes.
Continue.
I just feel like, unfortunately, we don't see a Shingo win here. And we see rock hard Juice Robinson pick up a
forgot
W.
about that.
How awful is that?
The only
Rock
good
hard
joke-
Juice Robinson.
The only good joke Jim Cornette ever made was making fun of rock hard Juice Robinson.
Did he?
Apparently so. I admit,
Man.
I was listening to some podcasts earlier, and they talked about how he joked it. So
That dude's a fucking dork, too.
he is, man. I hope he doesn't watch this.
I hope he does. You dork ass motherfucker.
So, is there anything else you want to touch on as far as G1 goes in general beyond the 2 nights? Do you have any? I don't know if we're going to do another one of these in the coming weeks for some nights or what, but
We
you got
should.
any predictions?
Not really any predictions. I'm actually way more excited for the G1 than I was expecting to be, though. After seeing the list of participants and the entrants that were announced, it's just kind of like whatever. I am interested to see one man in particular from AEW, that is Lance Archer, see what kind of run he goes on. I think you... Listen, man.
I don't even like him like that. He has fucking dreads.
Dude, his
White man.
his old New Japan walkouts where he would just spit water on the crowd and go ballistic is probably one of my favorite thoughts of old New Japan. So I hope he comes out, loses his mind, beats the hell out of people, and has a pretty good showing throughout the G1. What about you?
I do too. Lance Archer is so over in Japan. And I mean everywhere. He's over in fucking America. I mean, what am I even
Yes.
talking about? We've seen how many AEW pay-per-view attendance. Fucking Lance Archer gets one of the biggest pops of the night every time, you know. So, admittedly it's not the same surprise pop as you'll get from a Danielson or a Punk or a Claudio, but it's still like these motherfuckers love this goddamn Affliction guy. So
They do. They do.
Archer's going to have some good matches. I mean, he's in a block. He's got Okada coming up, and he's fucking claiming he's going to fucking finally beat Okada. I don't think he ever has. I mean, Archer's in a good block. He's in one of the better blocks. He's in the hog block, as I like to call it. You got fucking Jeff Cobb and Jonah and fucking Lance Archer, bud, and fucking Fale. Bro, Block A's going to break the ring on night 1, baby. Come on. We're going to need Chuck Taylor to bring the chainsaw out and cut that bitch up.
Colby, this is a perfect segue into Colby here, said we
Yeah.
love Lance in this house.
Do you?
Listen, man.
Is that true?
Over under, how many times do we see Lance Archer land on his head throughout this tournament?
I don't know what I should even comment on this. Like, should I say I'd love to see it a bunch of times, or
That's the
is that
issue,
fucked
right?
up? I don't
sets you
want
up
to
for
see
failure.
that. I don't want to see that. Can you look up real quick who he's facing on his first tournament match?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Impromptu things. Hold on, who is it? I think I know, and I can't fucking.
When would that
remember.
be? What block is he in?
Well, they're doing different. They're not doing like a block per night. They're doing
Right.
like they're mixing each night. I think he's in block. Wait a minute, he's in block A with Okada. So I just can't remember who he faces. Oh, it's Fale. It's Fale, I think. You can
Off the
confirm
rip?
for me. Yep, he faces Fale.
Yeah, that's on the 20th. Oh Jesus.
Let's
Christ.
throw a prediction for that one. We don't have to do the whole show, but what about Archer, is he start strong and beat Fale? Got to, right?
Dude, has to, right?
Has to. And then Fale's going to beat Okada like he did.
Stop, dude.
That's not going to happen. All right, so G1, I guess we're going to close that conversation. Well, who do you think's going to win? Let's just throw one out in case we don't do this again before the G1 ends, which I think we will, but
we should.
give me one. Give
dude,
me one right now.
You know me, baby. I'm breathing with the Switch forever.
I knew it.
I'm breathing
I
with the
knew
Switch
it.
forever, baby. We're living.
Well, before I give mine and before you expand on yours, everyone that's in the chat, drop who's winning. Drop who you want, who you think, both. Fuck it. I don't care who you pick. the
Jeff
Rogue
slid in there, by
General.
the way. Yep, Jeff said hello.
Hello, Jeff. Glad you're here, bud. Yes, Jeff's picking Shingo. I fuck with that. I
Yes,
I
sir.
want Shingo. I don't really even know who I could say. I mean, Jay White's a good one that I would be fine with. Okada's he won last year though. Fuck it, man. I'm going with my heart. Shingo Takagi.
I love it. I hope
You
we
went
see a
with your
Shingo
heart. I
win.
go with mine.
I hope we get a Shingo win. I really do. But
Um.
closing the
So,
book on uh, New Japan's G1 Climax for now. For now. What else did you want to discuss?
oh man. Well, the whole another reason I wanted to do this whole thing was because this whole weekend's loaded with shows with matches here or there that I think are worth talking about. Because I'm a mark that does nothing but sit at my job and fantasy book and think about this shit all day. Um. So one other thing that's starting tonight, I'm not going to go into too many details of it because I just started watching this promotion and I don't want to even pretend like I fully know what all's going on. Tokyo Joshi Pro is starting their Princess Cup tournament tonight, um, and that can be watched on Wrestle Universe. I just recently subscribed to Wrestle Universe for Cyber Fight last month, and I admit it's got me hooked on DDT and fucking Tokyo Joshi Pro. So if that's something you're interested in, I would heavily suggest checking it out because Miyu Yamashita, who is challenging Rosa for the AEW title there, so that'd be something that'd be worth a look. But
Mm.
also tonight, here in like an hour or two, well, Rampage is on. We all know that, but GCW is also running LA tonight, right?
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No Signal in the
There's
Hills Part
some
2, I do believe, is what it is.
yes. There's some good matches on there. There's one or two that stand out to me. You know, I got to mention Ratty Daddy Cole Radrick.
Always.
He's face always, buddy. We love that son. He's facing
Mm.
Dark Sheik, and I think that's fucking sick. I wonder, are they gonna go fucking a little bit of a death match here, or are we just gonna get a fucking standard match? I don't fucking know, but that should bang. Um, Gringo Loco was supposed to face Johnny Game Changer, Nitro Fury, fucking whatever, but he can't make it. And I'm sorry, Johnny. I hope you get better. But Rocky Romero is replacing him, which I think that will be sick. What do you think, Mike? Is there any matches on that card you're looking forward to
Dude, I
or
hate to
interested
be
in?
I hate to sound like a mark about it, dude, because he is a dork, admittedly. But Mr. Joseph Janela taking on Blackwood on that card, that should be awesome.
You
Joey,
and Joey,
dude,
bud.
Joey has been putting on banger after banger after banger, putting people over in the longest matches on the card for no reason. I don't know how you couldn't enjoy Joey Janela in the year 2022. He's been a blast.
I love that. I mean, I love Kevin Blackwood, bud. The straight edge vegan king of the
That's
ring,
it,
buddy.
baby.
I
That is
fuck with
it.
that. So that's tonight on Fight. And also tonight, if you didn't have enough fucking options, Noah is running their next big event tonight. Just the little tidbits. Fucking Ninja Mac versus Dante. Dude,
Dante Leon?
yes,
Really? I didn't know that he went over
yes.
too. Good for him, man.
Yeah, they're bringing that Texas shit to Noah.
Hell
That's just
yeah.
crazy that they're letting them do that and on a big card like this. That alone has my interest just because Ninja Mac is somebody that I got exposed to when I started checking out GCW stuff and going to live shows, and he's always fun. So that's just awesome. This is also Satoshi Kojima's first defense of the GHC title since he won it last month against Keno. So seeing what his reign's gonna end up being like. I mean, Kojima, they haven't been using him a lot in New Japan, besides from eating fucking losses all the time. So he jumped to fucking Noah where they love the old boys. So weird. New Japan hates their old guys, jobs
Just
them all
like
the fuck out, and
that dynamic.
Noah wants them at the top of the card. If you're not fucking 50 plus, you're not winning the strap, son.
That's
Fuck, give
it.
Nakajima the shit. You know what I want? Nakajima to come out after this fucking match, slap the dog shit out of Kojima.
Stop.
I don't give a fuck. I'm going off
Stop.
the rails. I want fucking Nakajima to make Kojima look like Endo at the press conference, baby.
Amazing.
That's too much. Or not even at the press
That's
conference, at
so
the fucking event.
fucked
My
up.
bad. But
That's abuse of an elderly. Like
it's
you
fucking
need,
wrong, and I like
that's
Kojima.
so wrong.
But yeah, so Kojima's first title defense. This card's pretty loaded. A bunch of tags and shit. Tim Thatcher's on here getting a shot at the heavyweight tag belts with Hideki Suzuki, who used to be in the Diamond Mine.
He did, yes.
So that's happening. Keiji Muto, the first of one of his 5 fucking
Final
farewell matches
matches.
before he retires. What else is on here? Nakajima is on, so better watch out for him.
Dude, I hope
And
I hope
then,
that starts to be his finish.
dude, what if this is a trios match too, man? He might pop off again.
He just
They fucking
might get mad.
where's the God? That's just fucked. And then one last thing to mention that I feel like will get some people who don't really know a lot about Noah just because of these names involved. We have a hardcore match that looks like it's straight from 1999. We got fucking Rob Van Dam. This is in the year 2022 happening live tonight in Japan. Rob Van Dam and Masato Tanaka teaming up to go against Super Crazy and Nosawa. Now listen
dude, Super Crazy might be the worst looking dude.
buddy, he's busted.
Dude, I don't know what happened to him, but his fucking life just plummeted, dude. He
Yeah.
looks about 1,000,000.
Hoovy even looked better than him, brother.
Dude, yeah, Hoovy just looked a little swollen, you know what I mean?
He looked a little. God. Oh, this is a mess.
But Super Crazy looks like he's like a great grandfather.
He
looks
something.
rough. Yeah.
And we're gonna see what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna be able to stay up to watch all these cards we just ran down, the ones that are happening tonight. But tomorrow afternoon, me and Michael are gonna link up. And we're gonna watch them all.
That's it.
So hit us up. And then one other thing on this card, fucking Anthony Green has recently hopped over to Noah. He's had a singles match,
weird.
I think. He beat Stallion Rogers, who also hopped over to Noah. And now they're on a team. This is just an interesting fucking lineup here. I'm not even going to read this whole thing out. But on one team, you have Rene Dupree,
yes.
Dr. Wagner Jr., Simon Gotch, Anthony Green, and Stallion Rogers. And then just two people I'm going to name from the other side. I'm not even going to name the rest. You have Sakuraba.
What the fuck? He's 102.
And Masaki Mochizuki, who I love. He's a dragon guy from today. But it's like, this is just crazy. And then Aita's on this card. There's some good little stuff on here. Anyways, check that out on Wrestle Universe. Then, last
Does
thing I'm going to
Sasaki
throw
wrestle
out
on
there.
that card or no?
Oh, no, he's a DDT guy.
Oh, that's right. Big brain. Big dumb.
No, you're good. Daisuke Harada's on here, but not Sasaki.
Mm.
Fuck. But, Sunday, is there any other shows that I'm forgetting aside from Sunday's GCW show?
Saturday.
I mean, there's LA Fights, right?
LA Fights and Titus Alexander's on that card, man.
He is, and on the match I'm looking forward to is Kevin Blackwood versus Sandra.
Should be good.
I'm looking forward to that. But speaking of Kevin Blackwood, he's facing Nick Wayne on Sunday.
He also, that LA Fights card will have early morning Guy Steele on there, so.
No way.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Advertise with an exclamation point.
And guess who else is going to be on there?
Hmm.
Lil Cholo and B-Boy. Let's go. SoCal Legends, baby. Let's go. But just a couple matches I wanted to mention on that Sunday GCW. Well, the one. I'm just going to mention the one. Mike Bailey, my king, versus Jack Cartwheel. Gonna bang. That is gonna bang. Yeah. So that's where we're at.
I don't know what I just want to add these little tidbits in every single thing that I like that we do.
Yeah.
Any podcast moving forward from now on, we're going to give a Jack Evans update. Jack Evans recorded a promo in his apartment talking about wanting to beat the shit out of Colby Carino. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's a beautiful thing. But other than that, Ethan, is there anything else you wanted to cover while you were here?
I would like to cover that Jack Evans liked your tweet about
He
me
did.
messaging you about it.
Oh, yeah.
Which is just phenomenal because we love that's the thing, Colby. Y'all love Lance Archer in your house. We love Jackie Evans at this house.
Jack Evans from the heavens, baby.
I think that's really it. Fucking Rampages tonight.
Rampage is in 40 minutes.
Oh damn, it's coming up quick, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Who's staying up for it? Are the Fullers going to be able to stay awake for this one?
I think Colby fell asleep on us.
I think so.
I think Kylie went to bed at 8:30. I think she was done before we even went live.
I love that.
You
But
know what?
yeah, I think that's really it. I'm glad we did this. We're probably gonna do more.
For
Um,
sure.
I don't,
They'll
I
be
don't know, man.
sporadic throughout the tournament, and maybe after that, and maybe there might be, maybe possibly a recorded podcast coming soon from Ethan and I, about a major player in independent professional wrestling. I'd say
That's all you need to say.
that's
No,
it.
no more hints.
That's it.
That's it.
That's
And
it.
hey, guys, one other quick thing. I'm gonna go ahead and let the cat out of the bag now because I'm putting a lot of work into this, and I want to go ahead and start pushing as much as I can. Me and Mike, we're gonna do some sort of year-end awards at the end of the year. Um, as y'all know, I'm a maniac that keeps an archived list of everything I'll fucking watch, and it's fucking long as fuck because all I've done this year really is fucking watch wrestling. So I'm really stoked to dive into that this year because I've watched such a wide variety of stuff. I think it's going to be my most accurate fucking year end thing I've done since 2014. So, all you out there, keep your tabs on your favorite matches, your favorite this, and who knows? If you want to fucking hop on with us, we might have some plenty of guest spots available. We're
We
just
might
dudes doing.
just dudes doing shit. We might have some spots available to jump in. Colby did fall asleep until we said her name, and Kylie is asleep. Just to give you guys an update, go watch Jack Evans' promo on Twitter about wanting to beat the shit out of Colby Carino. It's a beautiful time. Enjoy your events this weekend. Enjoy Rampage tonight. Check out GCW tonight. Um, yeah, guys. Until next time, of course. For Ethan, I am Mike, and we will see you guys again soon. Fuck Michael Cole.